Laws are meant to convey the concerns of the people, but as our concerns evolve with the times, sometimes the laws do not. In today's Injuries Are Personal with Carl Reynolds Law, attorney Carl Reynolds is here to help us celebrate the new year with some pretty silly laws still on the books. Okay, anybody that's ever looked this up, this makes no sense on many, many levels. So we've come up with the top five dumbest Florida laws that we can find.
John Letterman style, top five.
All right, so we hate parking tickets, but in Sarasota, there is a law on the books about parking. Tell us what it is.
There is. Believe it or not, in Sarasota, you could be fined for leaving your elephant at a parking meter.
Your elephant?
Elephant.
Why would my elephant ever? Why would I have an elephant, and why would it be out in
Well,
town?
Sarasodians know that, John Ringling of Ringling Brothers, circus fame, he moved his winter operations here to Sarasota in 1927. Before that date, when he purchased St. Armand's Key, in 1917, he used elephants to help construct the first causeway to St. Armand's Circle. So in about the 1930s, parking meters became quite common across the United States, including Florida, and it wasn't uncommon for him to have his elephants there, so they wanted to get their money, so there you go. It's now codified in law. Still there.
Still there. You may not park your elephant.
Includes donkeys and camels, by the way, too.
Oh, good. You've been warned.
Yes, you've been warned.
If you run into any problems, Carl knows people you can call. All right. Punishment for stealing a horse.
Yes.
We can't steal anything, of course.
Correct. But in Florida, still punishable by hanging.
Oh, that's extreme.
Yes, it's extreme. But if you think about the origination of the law, it's not as extreme as you might think. There's an Old West saying that says, if you stole a man's horse, you condemned him to die. Okay. Back then, your horse was your main mode of transportation. We didn't have air conditioning and other things, protection from weather, and you used your horse often to plow and do your crops. So if you took away his horse, his main mode of transportation and work, you condemned him to die. So the punishment was also death by hanging. It's just happens to still be on the books. And by the way, Florida, people say, well, why Florida? It's not the Old West. Well, Florida is third in the nation in number of horses, just behind Texas and California, and always has been. So,
Makes sense. All right, so grand theft horse, not a good
That's
choice.
Right.
All right, women at the salon, we know all love to relax there. Sometimes we sleep and fall asleep under the hairdryer.
Correct.
That's not okay?
It's actually against the law. You can be fined. You're not going to be arrested.
Okay.
You're not going to be thrown in jail, but you can actually be fined. So can the salon owner or hairdresser if someone falls asleep under the dryer.
And what harm could this possibly be doing?
Well, I don't think there's any harm in that. I thought maybe initially when I researched the law, it might be some safety issue or something. And I've actually represented some clients who were not necessarily burned by the dryer, but some by chemical burns.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that happens.
But it really goes back to when the United States was really interested in, or really gung-ho on legislating morality. We had the prohibition and things, and to prevent a brothel from forming under the guise of a hair salon. You can't sleep there. Plus, they want their licensure and make sure a hair salon's nice and clean and neat, so you can't live and sleep where you
get your hair done. All right, well, I'm all about protecting women. Speaking of protecting women, unmarried women may not parachute on Sunday. Single ladies falling from the sky? What is the deal here?
I really don't have much for you there. I'm not sure what that one is. I'm not sure why it's just single women.
But it's really on the books? I mean,
it's really on the books.
Do we just not have time to take it off?
No, yeah, apparently. and no one enforces it clearly, but it must go back to some sort of morals, and somehow that looked a little too risque.
Little risque,
I guess. I don't know.
All right, well, here's one that's kind of fun, and that I wonder if many of us have been guilty of breaking. If you are wearing a swimsuit in public, you are not allowed to sing at the same time.
Correct. That's why you don't see a whole lot of karaoke's on the beach.
I guess not. Now, I wonder why.
And here I got really nothing for you. I have no idea why you can't wear a swimsuit and also sing at the same time.
So if you're at a Suncoast beach, decked out, having fun, playing the tunes, rocking out, you could be fined.
If anyone ever enforced it. Clearly they don't, but it's on the books, believe it or not. And somehow, somewhere, a legislature thought this was a good idea to regulate.
Maybe somebody should run for office and say they're going to clear out all the garbage on the books. They'll
Maybe.
be busy.
They would be very busy.
They'll be
Yes,
busy. Well,
Florida's got plenty. That's just the top 5.
We will be busy in 2019, of course, with Carl Reynolds
Yes,
Law.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Thanks for joining
Real
our
fun for the New Year
celebration. We
celebration.
like ending on a fun note, and we look forward to many more great topics with you in the coming new year. And remember, for any legal questions, go to injuriesarepersonal.com. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's